Man, oh man, it's Contractor Dan. Not Rattle Can Dan, it's Contractor Dan. And we're in the contractor van, and I'm your local get her done handy man. That's right, we're back on the shop, guys. Now over on the house, they're full throttle. We've got touch-up paint going on. We got the electricians in the house. And the floor guys minus carpet, I think that's coming this Friday. They're pert near wrapped up, guys. And last few weeks, we're just downshifting, trying to grab another gear out here and get this sucker finished up, because those guys, we're working one against however many that is, okay? So they're getting a lot more done per day than I can. But I'm trying to keep up with them so we can move out here when it's time to move in there. And we keep inching closer. I feel like every week I tell y'all another 2 weeks. Maybe that's how it goes. I don't know, guys. Like that, the time goes like that. That's what I'm trying to say here. But anyhow, we are back in the shop, in the old Dream Shop Deluxe. That's what we should be calling it, because that's what it is. It's my dream shop, guys, and we are inching forward. Now, last week we did our base trim, or we did most of our base trim down around there. We still got more of it to do today. And in the last couple weeks, we finished up painting in here. We got our cabinets kind of installed. Big progress on the loft here. I better change that flag before the internet gets me again, because from the viewer standpoint, it's supposed to be on the left side, not on the right side. You piece of crap, I thought you were in the service. You should know better. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling out here. We got some more to clean up. We're probably gonna try to get into our toolboxes, get some of this out of here. I think I'm finally gonna show you exactly what's underneath there. Some of y'all already know. Looking at it, all I know is it matches our cabinets pretty dang good. Yeah, I've got sloppy on keeping it hidden, and some of y'all seen the front end of it, so you already know what it is. But anyhow, we will pull back the curtain, so to speak. We'll yank off the old dusty drop cloths, that's what it is, and show you what's been lurking underneath there. And air. That's a big thing we need to get finished or figured out in here, is where we're gonna have air. And I have electricians coming next week to hang some lights and do some 220 stuff for me as well. More about that in last week's second channel video if you really want to know all the details on the electricals going in. And then anything, just anything we can do around here to progress it to be DUN, that's what we got to do this week, guys. And I think, I don't want to, but I think the smart thing to do is to pick up where me and old Slick 50 left off last week, and that's with our base trim situation we got going on here. We got some good thick stuff, 1/8 inch thick, 5 inch wide. We got her screwed down through there, screwing it into the studs. A problem I had in just a few areas, and something we got to do, these screws I'd used, they weren't, whatever you call that, threaded all the way up the shank, or you know, whatever. I need some shorter ones for areas where we're just gonna be screwing into the OSB, because these will catch a stud, but they won't obviously do us any good in that 7/16 OSB. So we got to put a few of them in areas. We're gonna trim out around the door. We got a couple little small pieces here or there, and boy howdy, I bought all kinds of black caulk. That's right, I got a whole box right there, and I think I got more up there. I think that's where we're gonna start. I'm actually gonna do some practice runs with the caulking gun and this black stuff. Now the bead of crap I put down last week, it is fire block. I did some reading on this other stuff that says if you have like direct flame or something to it, it can cause it to melt, but I don't think it'll ignite. So obviously if like a piece of slag rolled up to it, yeah, it may melt it, but the point is to stop it from going underneath there and making it to the wood. So we're gonna have caulk, the metal, the caulk that's already behind the metal, and then the wood. So we definitely should have a pretty good barrier going on there. And I'm gonna try my luck on this back wall, because we'll end up with our sink there, the trash can, I'm sure some other stuff, so it won't really be seen too well. See, last week I started experimenting out here on this nice open wall where everyone could see, where I should have started in the corner, where if you end up with a couple of issues or couple adjustments, okay? A couple adjustments, like you were going every 3 studs when you should have been going every 2 studs, and now you got an extra hole right there everyone can see. It'll be back on the kind of rear hidden wall, you know what I mean? Now that's thinking with your noggin. And if I'm having luck and I'm throwing down a good bead, I would actually like to cock the top of the trim to the wall as well. But I ain't gonna do it if I can't make it look good. It's just me and you now, old girl. We're gonna put a tube of caulk in you, and I think you can do it. I think you can do it. Don't tell me you can't do it. I know you can do it. We're gonna lay down some good looking lines. We're gonna lay down the prettiest line you've ever seen of this advanced exterior sealant. Oh! Told y'all that was a good gun. So the first round of stuff I used last time, you didn't have to use the poke thing back here to poke it. The stuff that Slick brought, you had to poke it. I thought I'd give that a little squeeze to see if it required poking or not, and it obviously does not. I don't know why they call that black, because that definitely looks like a dark gray to me. Maybe it dries black, who knows? I don't know a whole lot, guys. All I do know is from our concrete doing the wave and our metal having a nice consistent edge, we got gaps all over the place, and we're gonna have to probably lay down some real fatties in certain areas to get this sucker sealed up. And I also know these gel fits right here, they're some knee-saving fools. You gonna slap them on, just tuck your man shorts right into them suckers. You're ready to do some kneeling. I'm a little rusty, but them lines are laying down pretty good. I didn't really have gaps right there, so that tip is actually cut too big. But knowing I'm happy with that, we can move over here because there's some big old gaps on this side. See, like right underneath here, this area, we got a pretty decent gap there. In fact, it's decent enough you can actually see the yellow fire block caulk underneath it. Right here, I'm having to lay a super fatty to keep that touching the metal trim. It's all right. It's got to have a super fatty. We'll lay down a super fatty. Well, this stuff is soft, whatever it is. Does not take much pressure to shoot her out the gun. Yeah, go climb on that bug, be the last thing you do. Guys, and stuff like this is what makes the recording and stuff like that on this hard, because like to y'all last week, you could pretty much see what this looks like, and it's like, yeah, we already did that, except going around and doing this, it's gonna take a good minute to do the whole place. And really on camera, it don't even look that much different, so it looks like I'm doing something I've already did, basically. It's like, hey, we just did that last week, you know what I mean? I made a mistake. I was rocking and rolling down through here, and right here one of our boards ends, and that's where we need one of our other screws to hold that in. Now to do that, we're gonna have to drill a hole, but we don't want the metal shavings to go get down in that caulk. I'm gonna put that there to divert them. Keep them suckers out of my fresh putty job there. Now we are gonna try a sheet metal screw. I know what you're thinking, that ain't sheet metal. I understand that, but I couldn't find a wood screw where I was looking that had these little flat kind of button head styles, and I'd rather it not be plumb hanging out. Just snug that down, I ain't gonna push my luck. Get our little shavings out of here, and we're ready to keep rocking and rolling. Now last time I was working on our little transition area here, and my batteries all ran out of power. So we didn't quite get her done. Don't worry, I brought the grinder this time so don't run out of power. Better grab my earmuffs first. I caulked all around here, guys. I didn't figure y'all wanted to watch that. I decided I'm not gonna do the top. I did do this area, and you can see it turned out pretty terrible looking, but the wall's like curved really bad right there, and there was like probably 3/8 of an inch gap, and it's the only place along the top that there's a gap like that. So I'm just gonna caulk that area. It's a little sloppy looking, but better than something getting down in there. Along the bottom, most of this stuff did pretty good. Down here's a little sloppy looking, mainly because right in there, I mean, there was about a 3/4 inch gap. That concrete's just dropping like nobody's business. But so if you look really close, it's a little sloppy if you get right up on areas. But if you walk over here, like before, you can see a big old strip of wood and that yellow caulk underneath there. And from here, that looks a lot better. And the stuff is looking black as it's drying. It helps it to blend a little better. So overall, I think it looks better. So what do you guys think? You think it looks better? Should I have done that? Should I have not? I can't hear you. Now our edge right here, it's overhanging probably about a 1/16 too much. Well, I don't know. Probably ain't gonna be able to get in there. It's a good idea anyhow. What we can do is cut a little filler piece to connect that, and we'll shim it out on the back side with like a washer or something, and it'll space it over, and then we'll kind of caulk up that corner anyhow. There is room to go behind there. 15/16. You know, being the Pot County Bob Vila is hard doing these remodeling projects, but someone has to do it. I'm gonna be pretty happy when our little thing here is done and we're back to fabricating or building cars or whatever it is we do. We probably should have drilled the hole before we cut that. Definitely would have made holes in it easier. Well, don't worry about holding it. That cardboard box does a mighty fine job. We're definitely gonna try one of the longer screws, hoping to bite into a stud, but we need to space her out with something, like I said. Well, let's see what old Uncle Puddin's got in the old hidey hole. Hey, there's a couple washers. We'll move that out the way. Bring our little piece into play. Drop that screw through, and then put our little spacer on the back. We're definitely gonna need both washers. Oh yeah, we're getting real Pot County now. She looks crooked, but this little piece of OSB right here is actually crooked. But what'd she look like if we finagle this into place? Let's see. Come on, get your little booty. Boy, if you don't get in there, we're gonna have to trim a hair, just a hair off of there. I lost my glasses already. She brought me lunch, but it wasn't spaghetti. Oh, why do I like rhyming so much? Take off about the thickness of a blade worth. Guess who finally got another battery charged up? Fits like a glove. Don't mind me, just gonna tighten up the glutes. That don't look shabby. Where's my caulk gun? I'll make it look even better. Not true, I'm probably about to make it look worse. Caulk her in. It's like I forgot how to do it. Been damn 30 minutes. See that? You got a void in your concrete? Don't worry about it, guys. Go to your local hardware, get you some silicone, and put the silicone in the big crack. It'll fix it. Guaranteed foundation repair. Shoo, looking good over here. Well, until you get right here, that don't look the greatest. I think we're gonna try to use our metal that we got to frame that in somehow. I don't think it's gonna be perfect. One side is definitely wider than the other side by about a 1/2 inch, I do believe. So one side's gonna sit pretty flush, the other side's gonna have a gap, but I still got silicone by the tube, actually by the case, guys. 80 5/8. Lucky piece number 1. Silicone, thank you for the job that you do. Big old gap. Where is that? I took that caulk and went splat. A smart man would have cut this a little short, but let's see how Mr. Exacto Fit did. That's what they called me, Mr. Exacto Fit. Oh, Ow, you little sissy. Shoot. She's sitting flush now. I shoved that in, and I had measured up to our 2x4, but our OSB was overhanging probably about 1/8 inch or so. But shoving that in, well, it just cut itself through there, which is fine by me. Because that looks pretty slick willy, if you ask me. Certified door framer, put it on the resume. It'll make me get my pistols out, guys. That was a phone call from a concrete guy who's gonna be coming for our add-on. Looks like Sunday, him and the builder's gonna meet out here. And I think he said he's at least 2 weeks out. But either way, mission is a go. We are green lighted to add on. So as I celebrate getting closer to this being done to free me of the stress of this, we can just start it again over there, guys. Sounds great. Oh. Little pocket pry bar had a little too much lead in its pencil. Nice fit up, guys, just all the way down. Just killing it on my door game here. Probably add about 3 more just to help hold it. Oh, oopsie daisy. That sucker was grabbing apparently. Just grab a little bite to the left and act like that didn't happen. You'll be all right. What we got going on this side, huh? Holy cow, guys, from over here, that looks way better. So much more gooder. Same measurement, can't believe it. We need to come up with a new TV show, guys. They have that show like Bar Rescue, where that angry guy goes in there wearing his suit and yells at people until they learn how to run a bar. I ain't seen it in like 10 years, but you know what I'm talking about. Big angry dude.
I'm gonna put them to work. Now they're gonna get busy.
Got a peninsula for hair on top because he's got skin on 3 sides of that sucker. We need to start shop rescue. We're Puddin' Tangin' the crew. We're gonna come in and revamp your shop, baby. Check the fit, that's pretty good. I drilled that sucker so hard, knee pad fell off. You can get a good aggressive hip thrust in that sucker. Right through the metal you go. Looking mighty fine. Really liking how this metal's working out, and let me show you why. This OSB obviously is not perfect. Look right there, 1/8 inch overhang. Whoever cut that, I think they were following a snake path because it snakes down through here. Then we got that. But the metal has enough flex to it that it being sucked in there with 4 screws from over here still looks pretty good. If we wanted to get really fancy, we could actually just make a trim piece now to cap this corner specifically, but we're not gonna do that. 37 and 11/16. Y'all like my goggles? I love these things. One, they're like having night vision, and I ain't playing boom. It's like I got damn LEDs built into my eyeballs, guys. That thing just brightens everything up. Only bad things is, I don't know if you know this, but your eyeballs specifically, they can sweat. And this thing becomes a little Pot County swamp in there is what happens. Let's keep her going. Gotta take about 1/8 off, I missed. It happens, I ain't perfect. I am not mad at that, guys. All that actually flows and looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. I mean, compared to what it was, you know, that big old opening gap and all that stuff, that's pretty sexy if you ask me. And the sexiness, well, it just carries. This side's even sexier because our metal pert near hits the actual door frame. Which this side, we've got a little gap. But the top piece definitely fits good across there. Got my little touch-up brush. Now I get to go around here and finish hiding all these screws, and doing those 8 or so right there just took forever. So the rest of this should be cake. Is that it? Oh, hallelujah. Oh man. How long does it take to crawl around here, wipe off each one and paint it? Longer than I thought it would. And we ain't even done yet. Next we're gonna go trim around the top of the loft. Could y'all imagine? I just keep trimming everything. We go around the top of the walls, we go around the loft. I was just playing, guys. The only thing we got left to do is our little piece right underneath our hidey hole. D-U-N. Oh, project trimmer out complete. Now next step, I think we're gonna start deciding where we're gonna put our air drops at. I think I got enough stuff for 9 drops. So I'm gonna put some tape where I think we may put a drop, and then we'll kind of, fill her out, see if it's gonna be enough or not. Now a nice big wall like this, we'd want at least 2. So if we went right here, the rafters are 10 foot apart, so go 2 of them, and right here would be a 20-foot gap between them. So boom, boom. I'd say we definitely want one over here. Gotta have one close to the front doors where you need to air up a tire or whatever. It's right there. Right at that rafter is about halfway on the wall. I think over here by our workbench area would be pretty smart. In case we're rebuilding a carburetor or something, need a blower out with some air. We don't want to have to fish a hose from plumb over there. And that helps us cover this area. So that's 5. Probably go 6, 7. Between the doors is 8. If we went between these doors, that would be 9. I think those 4 would definitely cover this shop. One underneath there is good. I'm more concerned about out here just having 4 in this big area. Feel like we should have 2 more. If we move that there and split the difference between them, that'd be about 15 foot, and that'd be about right in there. And then over here, we put one here, and then we space the next one down 15 foot. That would match across at that one. I think I definitely like that better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we come to the middle of this wall over here, number 12. So that's good considering I know we got enough stuff to do 9 of them. We ain't got enough stuff to do 12 of them. So here we go again, starting something. Gonna start something, can't even finish. Let me show you guys what I'm kind of thinking here. I think 6 foot is the magic number. Then you come over here to the van and you get your 10-foot piece of, what is this, 1¼ inch? 1 inch, schedule 40. I knew that. I'm the one who bought it. I don't know why I said 1¼ inch. We'll set this on our workbench. Marker 6 foot on the dot, made in USA. Looky there. Now you want to mark it 6 foot on the dot, but you don't want to actually cut it on the dot. Cut it 1/8 inch to the left, no big deal. Got some clamps, got a 45. Don't know we're gonna need the 45, but we're gonna try it and see what happens here. I'll pop our 45 on, but I ain't gonna glue it. I don't think that's necessary. One screw will hold it for now till we can put a level on it. And see, if I was a good shop builder before this OSB was ever put up, we would have ran some pipe already to be able to fish our airlines through. But I'm not that smart, and I didn't think that far ahead. So we got to come up with a solution I think I can live with, and I think this is going to be our solution. We'll see. I'm trying to level it up the best we can. It is a wavy piece of PVC, so I'm sure it's not perfect, but nothing in the shop is. Now trust me, I know that don't look the greatest. I wish it didn't have to be there myself. However, what I got for doing the lines, the airlines, is that poly flappa coil thing. It's like the poly stuff, and it's 3/4 inch girthy stuff, and it's been in a roll for who knows how long from the manufacturer. What I'm telling you is we're not gonna get that stuff straight. Ain't no way. But at least for our drop downs, if it is inside of there, guys, down the wall, that'll look nice. I think the way that would look even better is if we would take some of our gray paint and a brush, and we paint that gray the same color as the wall, and we just try to make that sucker disappear. Oh! Now I got some gray paint, so we're gonna try it on this one first because I'm a visual person and I just gotta see it. And as soon as I see it, I'll be like, yeah, that'll work. Or I'll be like, hell no, it's gotta go. The cover on the paintbrush said flat surfaces. I do believe that's what we have here. That's the flattest round thing I've ever seen. I don't think that looks bad. It definitely needs another coat of paint. Just one coat ain't gonna do it. But overall, like I said, it kind of just helps it disappear. Don't look too shabby. I took it to the puddins.fab.shop committee board of opinions. That board consists of 3 elite members. Me, the most elite, and then Mortsky and Slick. Slick's the treasurer, Mortsky's the jester of the court. We really only let him in because he looks funny. And he may not do it on camera for y'all, but he does dance, okay? Like a jester. So I text asking who likes it, ye who approves. And I got one back, I like it, from Slick. Well, if I like it and one other likes it, that's approval. If Mortsky disagrees with anything, it's still approval. So what I'm saying is, the committee approves. I think we're gonna move forward with this little design right here. Yo. Square up the ends. Old negative, grumpy old man Mortsky should be fine. It's better than fine, buddy. I seen the air in your shop. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do with these. Turn them into swords. Who wants to have a battle royale? Have a stick contest with me. I'll whoop that ass. Come on down, Mortsky. Come on down. We'll go pipe for pipe. Get us banned from the YouTube. Turns out I'm good enough to put that fire extinguisher dead nuts where that pipe needed to go. Little sheet metal screws do pretty good in that OSB, don't it? When I mounted the metal clamp over there, I marked out 35 inches from the bottom. Top's 1.5 inches, bottom's 2 inches. That one, 35 from the bottom. Why them random numbers? I don't know. Why can't I drill better? I don't know. I do know. It's because I can't hold the damn thing level. I can hear my dad yelling at me from here. God dang, Jake, you wouldn't do that if you'd hold the damn thing level. Just playing, Dad. Sorry, don't kill me. We'll just whoop, slide that on down a little bit. I didn't realize that I had that fire extinguisher perfectly between there. Now, I probably did it on accident because I usually pay attention to those kind of things, but I didn't realize it was dead nuts. Now that fire extinguisher is not dead nuts, but I think it's more important that the pipe is dead nuts because we want perfect spacing, or pretty damn close, from that one to this one to the next one, because your eye, when you see 3 of them, when they're all spaced out the same, it's gonna make your eyeball happy. It'll make it a lot more happy than them being different just to see a red fire extinguisher in the middle. I'm telling y'all, them little details make a difference. Underneath the loft, it'll be a little different. Dropped a few more around here. This wall evenly spaced. Also had to move old Red, the fire extinguisher there. Now over here, we did not drop to the middle because we got a switch here. So we will keep our fire extinguisher here. And we'll put air on one side. But I'm also gonna have 220 dropped right here. So we can favor it on this side and that'll look good. No big deal. Next thing I wanna do is I wanna measure from the concrete to the bottom of that. And we've got right at 49 inches. The reason we need to do that is because what I did over here is not think about that, and we just mounted one up. And we're gonna have air that we've got to nail on the ground to plug an air hose into. And I'm actually gonna take that back off there, cut the 12 3/4 off of that end. That way this end stays nice and not sawzalled, and will stay good looking. Kind of like anyone wearing a Puddins Fab Shop t-shirt. It's another one of them days, guys. What's that saying? If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. I think it's time for us to get out of the kitchen. The camera can't handle the heat. The kitchen keeps turning it off. I did get my drop down there, there, and there. That's 3 on this side. And we'll have 2 more to do. And I skipped the one over here in our little actual kitchen area. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Of course, Big Mama here, this side of the shop, it's all good to go, guys. How in the hell can a whole day go by when all I did was caulk floors, paint some screws, build a few little trim pieces over there, and close that door, and then do some PVC plumbing down the walls in a day's gone? Come on. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. What the French toast? I don't think that LED bulb is good anymore. What is going on here? I had that door open, so I'm assuming it grabbed it and yanked it down from the light fixture. But if it would have broke it yesterday, I would have noticed that when I walked out. There ain't no damn way you walk out this door and you don't notice that. I just showed up to pure devastation. The door must have got it somehow. I got 2 more sticks of this, a few more clamps and elbows. Let's go finish this job. I think I cut these other ones at 59 inches. Well, this one we're just gonna cut in half. It's 120 inches and a half. So that's gonna be 60 1/4 right in the middle. If I was a smart man, I would have realized that yesterday, and for these ones, we wouldn't have used 3 sticks. We would have got 2 out of 1. Let's buy extra crap we don't need. Let's keep the economy going. Dang! Right here we got the brushed nickel galvanized finish, but them new ones, that's the chrome jobber. The horsepower on these 2 airdrops just went up. Those babies are gonna flow some air. Here's a little pro tip. These things, depending on the manufacturer, obviously, they fit so good that they didn't fit tight. So if you just bend that sucker in just a little bit, then you can pop her on, and she holds herself in place. You know, trying to fidget and hold that and get a screw and your impact and hold the level with your tongue and, you know, do 12 things at once. Just let that sucker hold itself in place. Let's head on down to the mobile storage unit and we'll see what we got here. What we got is some junk. What we got is stuff for the shop. Got a light here that says Octo. She lights up. She's a pretty big piece. I got some LEDs here that I don't even remember ever purchasing. I don't remember if I bought them after I was unhappy with the lights on the smaller side of the shop, the ones we just knocked out with the garage door, you know, or what, but I definitely forgot I had them. But I think there's like 4 of them, and I had mentioned we're gonna put an awning off this side of the shop over our concrete, so 4 of them spread out down through there longwise. That'll be perfect lighting for underneath there. See, I was just being proactive. I'm so good, I was predicting the future. Now here we have some of our air stuff actually, and another box with some, air stuff. 1 more kit. I found this sign that encompasses my motto, think safety.
Go!
Even more air fittings. I found this sign. I actually plan on offering valet parking. So when people show up, hey, just drop it here, leave me the keys, I'll take care of it. This sign has a story behind it. My buddy Charlie goes and picks stuff up for me a lot because he's always up around the city. And he's like, yeah, no problem, just let me know what you need me to grab or whatever. So when he went to get that, long story short, he showed the people the address he was using. They said, yeah, come on. Well, it was the wrong address. He drove like 2 hours to get a like $25 sign. He drove 2 hours, got to the middle of nowhere, sent them a screenshot, was like, I'm here, where are y'all at? And they were like, yeah, where the hell are you at? We're right here. And he was only like 15 minutes from them originally. My friend drove through mountains to get me that sign. I got a menu sign here at the local swap meet. Got a tractor seat, gotta have our 77, and some flappy plastic Pennzoil sign. There, I knew we had another air tubing kit. And we got this, which is an air dryer. Whew. Call me Mr. Huffington because I'm about to huff this stuff up that hill. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. Woo. Hit the hill with some momentum that time. Don't make me go Donkey Kong and throw this SOB. There we go, right there. Workout for the day. Weighted hill sprints. Good to go. I need to look at all the signage I got at the other place. We need to check the big box truck. I don't know what's all in there. I don't think a whole lot. But I'm definitely gonna start collecting an area of some of our decorations because we get this air situated and it may be time to kind of decorate. I think we can all agree that the menu is gonna look good above the kitchen area though, don't it? We got French fries or tots for $1.39. You need a cup of ice, that'll be $1.25. $3.50 for a chicken basket, get out of here. Not nowadays, we have this thing called inflation, okay? You want that same chicken basket? It's gonna cost you about $12.99. You want a soda pop? That'll be an extra $4.99 if you want. That comes with one refill, but you get two, we'll call the cops. We're gonna start laying out and seeing what we got there. I do believe I have a few more fittings over here for it. By a few more, apparently I meant a lot more. I don't even know what all I ordered. Cute little pressure gauge. That'll thread into our water thingy separator. So we got some instructions for that. Got us some ball valves and then some other fittings. I guess I just found these online and ordered 1,000 of them. I don't know. Apparently I ordered more drops already. Guys, I asked my wife, I don't know how to Amazon. I do not. When I find something, I send it to her and I say, hey, lovely dearest, could you order this for me? I need it usually soon. But in like this case, like I said, it's been a while. I truly don't know what we have at this point. She looked back in her history for me and I counted all the stuff we had and I didn't see half this stuff in there. So I don't know. I may have got it off eBay because she don't eBay. I'm the eBayer. Oh yeah, I like that. That's just clean. So here's what you get in each kit. Looks like we got 4 straights, 2 T's, 2 elbows, 3 blocks, 3 drain valves, and a lot of clamps. And then of course the tubing itself, some big old girthy 3/4 inch stuff. I'll be honest, I don't know where I want to put that. I don't know how loud it's gonna be. If it's gonna be loud, I don't want it down here. I know being up there where it gets hotter, up in the loft area, it's gonna be working harder. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I thought, hell with it, we'll go on and start running our tubing. Well, the only problem with that is before we run our tubing through that stuff, we need to paint that stuff. That way we ain't getting sloppy with our paint, getting it on our tubing. I didn't need them knees anyhow. Calm down, calm down. So how long does it take to go around here and get at least 2 good coats on this for good coverage? Way too long. Yeah, that sucked. On top of that, I've spent a good probably hour and a half over at the new house trying to sort out a few details, okay? Trying to find some resolution for some of the stuff I ain't happy about. Figure if you spend a lot of money on a home, you want it to look like you spent a lot of money on a home, not like Puddins Handyman Services come out and painted your house. I ain't got a clue how this is gonna go, but we're gonna try to shove up our first piece through. It's a tight fit, but it's going. Probably wouldn't hurt to put some looby dooby in it. There we go. We probably need to cut like right here and then put our fitting on and that whole thing and kind of shove it up as high as we can get it and then mount it, and then we'll go up and worry about the top side. Gather up my Pike County speed wrenches. I got us some good blue tape. This monster stuff is good stuff, guys. We always use that at the factory. This is a big old fatty right there, so hopefully we ain't gotta wrap like crazy. Ricka. My name's Puddin' Tang, plumbing's the game. Just plain, not that kind of rap. That's the devil's music. Well, looky there, this is actually too fat. I knew it was gonna be close. Don't worry, I got some of the smaller blue stuff too. 3 full wraps. Nice clean machine work on this thing, by the way. We'll put that on that block, and then we'll use our other one here and hold that with your belly. See that? Well, I got one ab up here, so I'll just hold it with that ab. And then, oh yeah, tighten her down. Oh, all right, that hurts. Now, obviously, we don't want this leaking like crazy. If it does have a little tiny leak, guys, my old system at the shop, it does too. I have a ball valve from the main inlet or the main feed that I kill every time when we're done. That way you don't keep air on everything throughout the night. All right, we get that sucker lined up. Oh, please be good to me. You dang right. All right, that fits. I was gonna say, we may not have anything big enough to get that. Now for mounting this, I have these things here, and the head of them is gonna cover that and look nice. So we'll use this style of screw. You dang right, let's go figure out our first connection here. Oh, don't drop. Watch this. Oh. I was trying to use my soccer skills and I was gonna catch it with my foot and slowly set it down, but you've got to have nice clean cuts, and that little tubing cutter sure makes that easy. You got to have nice clean cuts because this is a O-ring. See, double O-ring seal in there. And then as you tighten that down, that's gonna clamp it and retain it. Put our nut on, our little retaining ring on, and then this. Oh, forgot it came with this little insertion tool. I'm gonna put some cutting fluid on there. It's the only lubie I have right here. But I'm guessing that's 3/4, 1/2 inch, and then maybe they do 3/8 or something. You just shove her up in there and I think it whoop, flares it out just a bit. I like how I'm telling y'all to install this when really, guys, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just assuming this is how it all goes. That sucker's bottomed out. probably tight enough. That's just gonna make that brass bite into that and hold it, guys. So don't, you know, give that everything you got and break it, because then you'll be in bad shape. So my question here is, how high can we get that up in there and then be able to get this to jog back flat? Because I'd like right in there, but you can see what's happening there. Boom, baby! Gonna line up our drain valve. Now check that out. Tell me that don't look slick. I like that a lot, and yeah, it jogged it over. So as long as we're not leaking, which I doubt that caused a leak, it seemed to do it pretty easy. We should be good. Now all we gotta do is about 9, 12, however many more of them. But that sure does look nice. Damn right. Ooh, ow. Ow. It looks even better from a distance, guys. I stood over there and looked over and seen it. Got me excited again. For this side, she gets a little lube insertion. Just gonna slick her up. It was way easier. No surprise. If you need to go through a tight hole, lube it up. Probably don't even need a lot. A dab or two will do. Just shove it in there a few times. Grab it like you mean it. Let it know you're boss and in control of it. And give her a shove. So I shoved our air through yesterday till I had to cut out of here. We had to go get a couple things, but mainly I had to get caught up on the editing, guys. I was absolutely behind, but I managed to get our editing caught up. Now, our last little thing here, I did not feed through because we needed a hole saw, so we can hole saw up there where we can go through the decking or whatever. And I don't think I showed you guys this. Now, this says PEX on it somewhere. PEX, Al, PEX. So it's PEX, aluminum PEX, I'm guessing. This stuff is for air, okay, so don't freak out. But you see the little aluminum coat in there? I'm guessing that's what makes this thing hold its shape. Because I assumed this stuff was gonna do the whirly twirly and go plumb everywhere. But you get to just bend it where you want it. Kinda just hitting it with the eagle eye, and sure enough, that is gonna feed up right to where our exhaust fan is up there. Oh, that's good. All right, we got plenty of room underneath there to make that work. I was about to say a couple select words if it was gonna hit the bottom of that. I didn't think she was cutting. I think we just burned our way through that 3/4 inch wood. Thank you. We did all right. We did pull one screw out, which ain't good. That old tube slicer deluxe right there, that sucker don't mess around, and that thing is sharp. We're really lucky that that stuff has just enough bend to do that little whoop-de-doo in there. This one here was real smart. We got a drain valve where if we ever need to drain that, boom, right on our workbench. Perfect. Hopefully we didn't mess up them two, because I noticed it's got a little blade down there. When you shove that up in there and spin it, it actually bevels it. Oopsie daisy, those two are definitely gonna leak. Shit. I didn't see no instructions with it. Damn it. It's all right. I love doing things 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a piece. She did. We get to do this a whole lot of times. Finally got brave enough to try that with just one screw to sucker down, and it worked. That one stripped. I knew it. She'll work. Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit, and sometimes that biscuit crumbles. Now that gets us for this whole side except the one between the doors. And up here, we ain't putting a normal one. Oh no, she's gonna get something a little special. Apparently I'd got these big earthy ones. I think I got 3 of them. Well, we're gonna have 3 air outlets next to the doors. So we're gonna put these all next to the doors. That makes it uniform, but also we can put 2 outlets on these, which won't hurt my feelings. What if I'm up there working, okay? I've got a serious top secret project going on and I need some air pressure. I'm grinding with my die grinder. Oh, shit. Oh. Ow. I just went to move with a purpose and I took that shin bone dead nuts and found it right on that solid little corner. And man, did I say shin bone? I meant ankle bone. Those are 2 bones you don't want to play with. That hurt bad enough it gave my stomach the fizzies. That hurt bad enough it knocked the story clean out of me because I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, I'm grinding, okay? I'm up there grinding away. And then Mama pulls up in the boot scooting Yukon because the front tire always likes to bleed off a little air, you know? She got a little slow baby leak. And she needs some air in her tire. Well, boom, boom, we got air right there. So I went up to Lowe's yesterday. I finally bit the bullet and got us a 12-foot ladder. We're gonna need it being in this shop. And I must say I was very disappointed. I personally at the other shop have a better air fitting selection than what they had out there. I was gonna buy every coupler we needed to thread into these. And yeah, I could have probably got like 6. Old Garthosaurus Rex is mounted. All right, guys, this is looking good. I definitely like the way those look. I'm not mad about the choice of the PVC and everything. It looks good. Now we're gonna have to tie the tops together, obviously, and that's gonna be kind of like what we've been doing. A whole lot of the same thing, unfortunately. Woo, baby. She's a 12-foot stepper. Do I look like I'm keeping my cool right now? I hope I look like I'm keeping my cool because I'm not. And not because of our air's working out beautifully, because of that house. I'm this close. There's 1 straw left, and this camel's gonna lose his ever-loving mind, break his back, and whoop some ass all in the same go-around. But this is Puddins Fab Shop, not Real Dads of Pop County, where we just force drama on the air. So I'm trying to woo-saw, but gosh darn it, how hard is it to just paint an edge. And if you see one color on another color, make the color that ain't supposed to be there disappear. I'm about to make this sketcher disappear somewhere. Half that trim over there looks like I set hot rod free with a paintbrush on it and just try to stay within the lines, baby. Forgot I put red rags on here. I had it hanging out the back of the truck. If you have anything hanging out the back of your like pickup or off your trailer, you're supposed to tape or put some type of red flag on there so people can help see it flapping in the wind. For these things, I just shoved them through and tied a knot where it couldn't pull out of there. And yeah, that worked pretty good. I was thinking safety. I even doubled up on them bad girls. I'm gonna bend her towards the back. Oh, pop her first tee on. Maybe that's good enough. what I call the I Need Friends 2 ladder special. Just playing, guys. Being my friend's overrated. I actually don't like help working. That's good. Let that fall down the ladder over there. And I work so much, I usually only see my friends if it's business related. This is gonna be tricky. Woo, this is gonna be tricky and a little ugly. Oh, well, sweat got righty. There we go. Get the little preventative maintenance over here on lefty. Just go ahead and get the sweat out of that one. That propped up over there. Then we can figure out how to do this here. Clamp number 1 is on. Now I'm gonna move the ladder down through there, and where she humps up, I'm gonna try to suck it down, keep it in as straight line as possible. That ain't looking too bad from down here. I was worried seeing that kicked up, I was gonna hate it, but I don't hate it. So do y'all wanna watch me do that 11 more times? Probably not. Probably not. Trying to manhandle that and go up over the door and down and over that side is about to be more of a pain in the rear end than getting them testosterone pellets installed was, I guarantee it. Oh, I hear a big rig. Yeah, there's a moving truck. I gotta go do an appliance inspection, appliance acceptance inspection. Go ahead and move the workbench because I know it's gonna get in the way. Woo! I don't know what's coming at me, but I was ready to stomp it or hammer fist it. Hit it with a little shimmy shake. Let's see what in the turkey farts it's gonna take to fish that up around there, get it over there, and then eventually, hopefully, possibly one way, someday, get it looking good. Something's telling me to start fishing it on this side, back that way. Oh! No! No! It's all right, I think we're sitting at an okay spot. I see a couple of wasps flying around. Look, looks like dirt. Yeah, just dirt daubers. I yelled though, because there's a big old dirt dauber clod, mud clod on that one rail. And I'm so precise, I just boop, and gave her a little smoochy kiss and knocked it clean off over there. Come on back, give me another swing. 1, I always sucked at baseball. 2, I don't have depth perception, so when I swing, I just swing, and I hope I hit something. Sound the battle horn, who wants some? Ah! Oh! I planked him! I did it! Woo! Where'd he go? Wherever he is, he ain't happy. There's the proof. I got him. Guys, I didn't hurt him. He's just taking a nap. He's resting. Yeah! I'm on fire. Oh. Make my day. Please come on down. Like the price is right up in here. Bid $1, I dare you. I dare you. Yeah, I think he learned from seeing what happened to his buddy old pal. Oh! Oh! Peck swings back. It's old Puddin' in PJ, old little Puddin' Jr. up front. Set her up on my tripod here. And I hope that's gonna allow us to start working that into place. Guess what, it's hot up there. I got her clamped down along the wall. Now we're doing a kind of a swoop. We can't hard 90 this stuff, and that's okay. As long as we keep her looking pretty good. Someone did not think this through, because we definitely should have stubbed that piece way up there and then did our T up there, where that's just a straight shot across. So we may have to redo this. Peaches, peaches, I love you. Oh, think I'm going crazy in this heat. Oh. Lip-a-dip-a-do. Battery didn't break, that's good. Impact didn't break, that's good. Our socket setups, MIA. Puddins Plumbing coming at you live. But what we got going on up here, huh? What do we got here, She? What we have here is a plumbing debacle. I forgot lube, so I'm gonna take some of that sweat. We're gonna use it as our looby doobie. Guaranteed to not hold. Oh, that's good. Let me get up here where I can really see where they missed my spray foam with the paint to just fuel my anger. Woosah. Just playing, guys, but I have made a decision on the situation. After them supposed to be out here 3 times total now, one to paint it where it was left, in my opinion, unacceptable, or however you say acceptable or whatever. Oh! Then for a round of touch-ups, and then yesterday for final touch-ups, I'm removing them from the situation. I don't even want them back out here to touch the damn house. So much little crap. I mean, it's literally something where if you had 2 guys with the green and 2 guys with the black with brushes and they went around, probably in 4 hours, they start in the morning, by lunchtime, they're gonna be done fixing all this little crap. But it's just, I'm asking too much here. So the painters who painted this shop, they were a couple that came out and did an amazing job. They were super detailed and picky. They insisted to power wash the whole shop. And then you go around and look at the lines on this thing. Now they backmask, but they took the time to backmask half the crap that needs fixed over theirs from doing the spray and pray. So long story short, I got a hold of them and asked them if they'd be willing to come do touch up on the house. And they said they can be out next week, which means I get to pay someone a lot of money to do the job. And then I get to pay someone else money to come do the job correctly. And I know that's not right. But what I can't do is meet up with our builder later and let's go over the house again. And we do the same song and dance with no one following through. I mean, I'm over there wasting my breath at this point. The amount of times we talked about it, I could have damn did it myself. And I'm about to that point. If the painters who did the shop just leave it looking like crap, which I highly doubt. They were very thorough, but I'll be over there with the brush doing it my damn self. Here we go, round 2. This is why I didn't have the fan on when I was up here working, because y'all can't hear diddly. You're not supposed to switch something on a breaker unless it's a switchable breaker. Sorry, I was just trying to beat someone to it. I look worn out and used up. I feel good. I am sore, I ain't gonna lie. You go up and down that ladder about 1,000 times by yourself. Man, that was some work and we ain't even done. I'm hoping the joints we did are all good to go, because the tees that came in the separate package, they were a little different. They were actually barbed some, and having the sharp barbs on it actually kind of made it harder to push on. And I noticed after doing a couple of them that I thought one went on all the way, but it did not. So hopefully I didn't do that to some of them and they're not on all the way. I don't know. We won't know until we get some air on it and get her pressured up. So come across the top here, we probably got about 10 to 12 foot, including round in this corner, then another 10 to 12 foot. So I'd say, roughly 24 foot we need right there, or 24 feet. Then about a good 11 foot to 28 foot. So we'll just round up on that, say 40 foot, then another, roughly 12. So, 60 foot would get us and get us comfortable. I did kind of figure out how I'm gonna do that. I don't love how that looks, but I'm not gonna redo it. I don't know how I would have done it better anyhow. So actually it worked out pretty good. I think I'm just being anal Andy here, being a little picky. Now right here, that piece was tricky, guys. I had to fish it between that red iron steel truss and then that's a wood one above it. That was the only other tricky part other than going up over the doors. Those are, you know, a little tricky on that side, mainly because of the height. We got our 1T y'all seen me doing, and then other than that, it runs along the back and it does the little dive right there. And I did add a T right there, which is where I'm planning on feeding the system at. Looping this sucker around and it being that 3/4, I don't know how many feet it is. Of course, we could calculate and figure out what it is, but I don't care enough right now. But either way, we are definitely adding extra volume to our system. We're gonna pick up a couple gallons worth. Man, oh man, guys, I got out here again this morning and I've been at it for hours. Finished getting this piece around here. I had enough yesterday to connect in between the two doors, but then I had to run a piece from this door and up. Maybe y'all can kind of see, little jog through there and ran along there. Now, before I decided to run that piece, I forgot about that piece. I got the stuff all connected on that shop and I was like, oh, look at all this tubing I have left over. So I decided I was gonna add a drop off of our lift. So I climbed up there and I cut us in a T. And as I got ready to start running that, I looked to my right and I realized I never connected that around there. So yeah, by the time I connected that, I do not have enough to do our drop over to here. So I rigged that up with a cap on it, just that way it's plugged. And speaking of plugs, every single one of these is plugged. I ordered some couplers that actually have a 1/2-inch thread. The selection even out at Harbor Freight was garbage. I was gonna have a bunch of mismatch, you know, bushings, this, that, and I'd rather just wait and get the right stuff. So for now, all them things are plugged, just so we can pressure test it. My first 1.5 years in the shop, we ran off this 3.5 horse, little 20-gallon unit. My dad gave $20 for this thing, cleaned the dirt daubers out of the motor, got her fired up, and this thing keeps up, guys. This little unit's a trooper. Now, did I remember to bring like dish soap to test for leaks? Absolutely not. Let's get her fired up. Fish our air hose up. Now right here I did some chicken rigging too. Just going through some of the air fittings I had at the house, and I got us a setup and a half here. Coupler's leaking. I'm gonna slowly open our valve here, and that's gonna start to pressurize the whole system. We definitely picked up more volume, so I'm gonna let that compressor run and see if it can get caught up and shut off. Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on, sweet mama, you can do it. Speak it to me, you can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. Any time now. Hey, there's open valve. Then I could hear this one. There's open valve. Having 2 1/4-inch holes not open will probably help. It did it! It caught up enough to shut her off. I'm gonna go kill her valve up top. That's the way, I like it. That's the way. All right, maybe I shouldn't be doing the body rolls. I'm happy because my hands hurt. There's little nicks, cuts, bruises, and brazes. And you name it, it's on my hand in some way, shape, or form. They hurt, but the hard work paid off because we are aired up. Now, of course, if you had any significant leak just walking around, you would hear it, and we ain't got any. If I had soapy water, we would check it, but I ain't got no soapy water. The internal joy I am feeling right now after this week of getting my hiney kicked is pretty good. I do apologize for yesterday. I was going on about some painting situation that don't even matter to the videos, guys. And I try to stay positive about everything I have going on in life, because life could always be worse, and I get upset over things. and I'm still human, okay? So I try to always keep the positivity, and I didn't mean to let some negativity show through yesterday, but I am human, and I ain't perfect. It is what it is. Guys, we're aired up. I want to leave that valve closed where it's holding air, and I think it's fair to say we are past due for a solid cleaning up in here. Hey, Ma, Puddin's out there playing with his wood. Ugh. Got to make sure to stay on top of the time today because we got volleyball things starting at like 4:30, so 2.5 hours. Yeah, volleyball's back in season. I love watching volleyball. Love watching my girl play. Hiya! I locked onto that sucker. He was getting dropped. I'm the wasp ass whipper. We're pretty close on this sucker. We had that other drop. My electricians come next week and tidy up some of the stuff in here. And much other than that, you know, get some junk out of here. We're pretty well move-in ready. Now, I know some people's been asking if I'm gonna coat the floor, and no, because I may need to try to power break it sometime, you know. Pretty floors just don't last in shops where you're gonna be doing a lot of nitty-gritty work, dragging metal, scratching that coating off. You know, who knows? I like them for like a showroom type thing, but our shop here is not going to be a showroom. It's going to get worked in. So the concrete in here don't bother me. I think it looks just dandy. And I still have half a day's worth of editing to do, which I can get done between today and tomorrow with everything. We got a busy family weekend going on, gender reveals and birthday parties and stuff like that, you know. But guys, I think I'm gonna give myself the next 2 hours off. I only have 2 hours anyway, so I gotta be at the volleyball thing. So I think I'm gonna call it a wrap here. I was hoping I was gonna get all this plumbing done in like a day or two, and then like today, my original plan was to unbox all them toolboxes, get them all assembled, and maybe start hanging some signage. But instead, we'll do that on the go around where we probably start moving stuff from the other shop to here. We'll start decorating and moving in some stuff. I mean, we're knocking on go time's door, baby. Now, guys, I've been pretty happy with my shop progress videos this week, mentally, physically, whatever. I don't think I was on point. I think I was a little off point, in fact, which is okay. It happens. But I'm not very happy with this video, but it is what it is, because thankfully, you guys are awesome, and you keep coming back and watching my shenanigans, whether I have a good week or a bad week. Y'all are super supportive, and it means the world to me. Y'all support is what's making this possible for a small town kid to get to set up a shop exactly like he wants, and I can't thank you guys enough for the continued support. So, that's it. Instagram, I'm on the Patreon, and I'm a little brain baked. I think I've been in the heat too much this week. My noggin ain't working, guys. I'll see you guys next time. But do not forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. Y'all want to do a quick air test before you leave? May have found a little time to sneak away before our thing today. Let's see if there's air in here. Oh, baby. She's sealed up, guys. She's sealed up, guys.